my name is Trey Morris. I am an R&B artist here in Atlanta, and I have an album out. It's called Subconscious. It's on iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on Tidal, it's all over the place, honestly. So I'm gonna do 2 more songs for y'all, both of which are from my project. The first one is called Foreplay. I don't really think I need to say much else. It's called Foreplay. And then I'm gonna do my favorite, and then we gonna move on to some other things. DJ, let's go.
But you really had a sense of how I move. Yeah, I can see the writing, but you ain't really comfortable. So I'ma have to show you, girl, just how I move. I'm talking about that foreplay. While I'm at your neck, you gon' scratch my back that all day. Yeah, go round for round, telling me come back like, oh, baby. Drop that, drop that, oh, baby. Drop that round for round, telling me come back like, hold up, with the top drop down, see your heartbeat when the engine stops. Girl, hold up, put the cell phone down, cause you know I'ma need your attention. Girl, you need to be ready, you need to be ready for this, cause you talking heavy. Yeah, you talking heavy like I cannot handle my shit. I'm a boss, don't get this twisted. And you already know I'm gifted, and you already know I'm here. Don't waste my time, put on that lipstick, that makeup, baby, don't put too much, cause we gon' sweat it out. I don't want you to be worried about nothing when you let it out. Girl, I promise you won't regret. When we do tonight, you'll never forget. Yes, whenever you think about this, just think about this. Cause I'm talking about that foreplay. While I'm at your neck, you gon' scratch my back that all day. You go round for round, telling me come back like, oh, baby. Drop that, drop that, drop that. Round for round, telling me come back like, pull up, pull up, hold up, hold up. I thought I'd slow down, but you let me up, so I put my foot down so I can pull up and roll up, roll up, roll up, girl. You know that I want you up, even underneath that. You want this up, you know these bugs, you don't get tough. I'ma need you to give me some more. Girl, I know that you ain't been here before, but I'm gonna need more to make you feel. I know you've been yearning for something real. I'm talking about that foreplay. While I'm at your neck, you gon' scratch my back that all day. You go round for round, telling me come back like, oh, baby. Drop that, drop that all day, yeah. Drop that, go round for round, telling me come back like, oh. Want you to know this when you walk out my crib. You deserve the best that love can give. I'm talking about that foreplay. While I'm at your neck, you gon' scratch my back that all day. We go round for round, telling me come back like, oh, baby. Drop that all day, drop that all day, drop that. Go round for round, telling me come back like, oh.
Thank y'all so very much.
So I feel like, you know, every lesson is a lesson learned. And everything you do is a teachable lesson. Like, for instance, last season was definitely a teachable lesson for me.
Well, I mean,
What'd you learn from it?
yeah, that's probably we'll start. We'll start with what do you feel like you learned from being around these people for
So
a year?
I've been in radio before, and a lot of, so when I was in radio, you're very straightforward and blunt. Like, you know, you give your opinion on everything and your value on everything. And I came into this feeling like it was more of like a radio type setting, but not knowing how everything would go, I was still bringing my radio charisma to the table. And I think I was being a little bit too blunt to where it just kind of turned into something that I didn't expect. So, you know.
You think a lot of people were mistaking your blunt for messy?
I think so. I think because usually when I'm asked a question, I'm very blunt with it. I don't beat around the bush. And I'm not gonna lie about it. You know, if that's my valuable opinion, that's my valuable opinion. But that was always the way it was on the radio. So it's I learned that it's completely different from being behind the scenes and being on the scene. So that's something I really had to go and like learn. Friends had to talk to me about it. My mom, you know, it's just I had to learn a lot of stuff along the way. And I don't really think that a lot of people really got to know me, you know. And I think maybe it was just I maybe just jumped out there a little bit too soon. So,
but see, I think it's like you should. I don't feel like you should ever control the way you're like presenting if it's genuine to yourself. I just feel like in any situation, whatever you feel or whatever you say, you just have to stand by it consistently. I think that was probably the best way to go about it, because it's like you can have your feelings. Like, I mean, regardless if it pisses some people off, that's their problem.
Right.
It's not everything you do and everything you say. You're going into a new group of people. Your job is not to make everybody happy. Like you're
right.
just to be authentic with you.
I definitely ruffled some feathers. Apparently,
ruffle feathers.
But it was not on purpose. You know, I want to put it out there. It wasn't on purpose. I didn't do it to hurt anybody's feelings, or I think I just overextended a lot of my opinion, and I can honestly say that. But while that is the case, I don't know what everybody's issue was with me during the reunion.
Well, I mean, I can't tell you. I
don't know where that came from, but I do know that, you know, the only person that I owed anything to, if anything, would have been Trey.
Okay.
And I honestly, sincerely can say that, and I did that. And I said that in my interview. I said, you know,
I'll say this from not being, because you know we never really got that close last year, but I would say
there was a lot of friction.
It was a lot of friction. I would say
less
less friction, more so like when I meet people, I don't necessarily force anything. I just let things happen naturally, and we just didn't.
But I never had a problem with it.
No, it wasn't a problem. It was less about it being a problem, less about then. It was just we never really were in the same space authentically to have a conversation.
I don't think we had enough time in a personal setting to really like have a conversation with each other and kind of get to know each other better. Yeah. Which is where my conflict came in with when I was at the table and I was talking about the fact that, you know, after the photo shoot that Trey took you off. And the only reason, and I know that we discussed going to the restaurant to have brunch. The only problem I had was we're both new. You know, we both came in this. So my whole thing was I wanted to go with the rest of the crew and the rest of the cast to make sure that I got to know everybody.
See, and this is the thing. It's like my mentality is a little
Mark with it.
Mark is here.
No, you're not interrupting anything. I'm just kind of making a statement. How's it going? Happy holidays.
Hey.
Y'all were good.
It's nice to meet you.
They did that on purpose. They did that on purpose.
I heard brunch. I think I'm gonna go.
Look, honestly, there's no issue.
I'm basically explaining, you know, my reasoning for a lot of stuff last season. And
this is how I just put it out there. I say go with less explanations and just be authentically yourself. If people have a problem with something that if you genuinely feel that people have a problem with it, that's honestly their problem.
Well, I figured that after it was all over, said and done, you know, and I think the reunion really taught me a lot about myself, because when you got like almost 8 or 9 people attacking you, it's hard. Yeah. Like, it's hard. But
I agree. I agree with that.
But at the same time, it was a moment, and it taught me a lot about myself. It taught me a lot about how to approach situations, and it taught me how to really like, okay, maybe you need to take a step back and really figure out why is it that people are upset with you, or why is it that people are attacking you, or why is it that you feel attacked? Yeah. And
along the way you figured that out?
I figured it out because of the way things went down. And I didn't expect it to go down that way, but I really feel like, you know, I really don't owe too many people an apology.
No, you don't. Don't do that.
Yeah, I don't really owe an apology about anything. I just feel like
I'm gonna say this, like even speaking for myself or whatever, you know, if regardless of whatever situation happened, I'm not going to apologize for anything that I genuinely feel for myself. If I have my opinion and I feel that way, I'm not going to apologize about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it's what does an apology do?
Right.
Like, what does it make me feel better because you felt a way and now you feel different? I'm like, I don't really think apologies make a difference. So if the only thing is actually a change in behavior, which doesn't require an apology. You're saying, okay, I actually genuinely want to be around people and I want to create a friendship. Then there are certain things I may have to do different to blend with this different amount of personalities. If I don't, then I don't. And I'm just going to be unapologetic about it.
I can kind of tell that you were over it though, because when I watched it back, I saw that you went and had a conversation in the hallway with Trey, and you were like, you know, I don't do this. I don't do all this, and you know, I'm just kind of going to excuse myself. And at that point, I was like, well, dang, you know, is Mayday upset with me, or
I would say
just upset with the situation?
I would tell you this because I feel like a lot of things are in the moment, and they're as adults we can kind of squash it and move on from situations. And I feel like a lot of the situation was rehashed in a very unnecessary manner. When I say I don't do this, I literally don't. You know what I'm saying? So I'm a very much so a person that I will move on very quickly from a situation.
Let me ask you this: when you say you don't do this, I mean, was it the fact of you don't do like the whole back and forth, or was it that you don't get down with the way things kind of?
It's kind of a combination of both. To be real, the reason why I don't do back and forth is just because I feel like as grown people, especially when some of us just met each other for this, I think that we have a responsibility to explain ourselves in a certain manner, but I also think that we can be authentic and you can either accept it or you don't. So the back and forth of me trying to tell you why I do the things that I do and why I just don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like it's necessary for grown people because our lives are short, number one, and authentic vibes and like friendships will mesh whether they naturally. So therefore, if we don't get along, why would I force it to get along? Like it makes no sense to me.
Well, one thing I want to say to you is if you felt like I dragged you into anything last season or asking questions about like specifically like on you going to brunch and not coming to the table with us or not coming with us to have the lunch after the photo shoot was over, I wasn't attacking you. And I wasn't putting anything on you. And I didn't want you to feel like I was like coming straight at you like, oh, Mayday went with Trey and didn't come with us and blame you for anything.
I'll say this.
I want to get down to the bottom of it.
My issues with anything are very unique to me. It doesn't have anything to do with anybody else. I don't really genuinely have a whole lot of issues with anything in general. I'll say, like, if I have a problem with something, you'll know. You won't have to ask. So therefore, if we didn't get along or hang out, it's simply because we did not, because I just genuinely have a problem. I wouldn't even be trying. I wouldn't even be having this conversation if I felt like that was the person I don't want to talk to. I'm not talking to them. There is no fixing. Like once my mind is made up, it's made up. And I feel like in that situation, I just met everybody. I don't feel bad about not going to the table. I still don't feel bad about it. Now it was my decision.
And I didn't. So
I'm like, at this point, I'm good. I'm like, literally. So whatever me and anybody, you or anybody that I have, whatever we create from moving forward, is just what
I absolutely want to move forward. Yeah. Like I want to leave the past in the past, but I do want to hash it out that there's no issues moving forward.
No.
And that's the reason why I want to.
If there was an issue, you wouldn't be here. I was just going to tell you that. You wouldn't even got invited. So.
Okay.
Do you think that any of your actions last season were apology worthy?
Some of them, yes.
Because you say you don't owe an apology on anything.
So, okay, my whole thing to what you're saying is, when I got to reunion, I didn't know what to expect. So, let's be clear about that. I didn't know what to expect when I got to reunion. I knew that it was going to be tension. I knew that it was going to be, some kind of comeback on me. I knew it. I knew that, but I didn't know it was going to be as hard as it was. If you take 8 people against one person and put that into it, and what would you feel if you got 8 people coming at you and attacking you at one time?
Well, it depends on how many people you made mad. Did you make 8 people mad?
Well, to be honest with you, 2 people I only had conflict with on season 2. Some kind of conflict. The other people that were snubbing their nose and making these faces every time I talk, it was a problem or it was an issue. I didn't understand it was a question mark to me. Because my whole thing was, what did I do to you for you to...
I mean, but you also say you're very blunt, so...
I am, but...
Blunt to come off sketchy to some.
Okay, let's be honest. The only two people that I really had anything dealing with or anything that I could have said or had any dealings with for the reunion or to talk about would have been Mark with a Q and Trey. Now, all the rest of the cast, I was really blown back by the attitude that they had with me because I'm like, what's your attitude with me? I never even crossed you. We never had a conversation about anything. I never said anything about you. I never sold you anything. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out like where their attitudes came in with me. Like, what was your attitude for the rest of the cast? But everything else, I can understand where Mark with a Q and me would have had a conversation, or me and Trey would have had a conversation because we had issues, and that's apparent. So okay, cool.
Did you ever apologize to Trey? Or did you feel like you didn't?
I did in an interview. I did in an interview. I did it straight forward to the camera. Let me be clear, okay? And let me be clear. Let me be clear has been probably one of my favorite slogans of this whole season.
Come on,
but let me clear it up. If anybody I owe an apology to, or anybody I really owe anything to, it would really be Trey. Mm-hmm. I made an apology straight towards the camera, but when they got on their interview, they bashed me.
You out here just creating narratives and characters assassinating people and just pulling shit out your ass, knowing that it only takes a soundbite for people on the internet to get it and run with it. Mm-hmm. Unlike you, Matthew and I both have careers. We have tangible things to show for what we've done. I'm an iTunes charted artist. Matthew has a Grammy. What do you have? Besides that cutoff shirt, under that suit jacket, that was ill-fitting. I'm not understanding. What you need is some business and a good tailor. I'm tired of him. I'm not here to. I don't do the whole airing people's business out. But what you will not do is try and disrespect me as a means to climb yourself up or build some type of platform for yourself. And then every time I see you privately, and on multiple different occasions at clubs and parties, you coming up to me and apologizing and this, that, and the third, to the point where I have to tell your friend, get him away from me. You disrespected me publicly. Apologize just as loud. But instead of you doing that, it's damage control, and it's further assassinating my character.
Now let me ask you this, because some would say that Phil was ganged up on at the reunion and that he didn't get to get his apology out. Would you disagree strongly with the people who said that in the comment? And there were a number of comments who honestly took up for Phil and said that he didn't get a chance to truly apologize. Do you agree, disagree?
Blue, baby, this is no shade to you. And Mark, this is no shade to you. People do this thing when they apologize where they say, if I offended you. That's like saying, I apologize.
Blue, you did get called out for that. We'll talk. Yeah, we'll talk.
That saying, if I offended you, is the equivalent in my book of saying, I'm sorry, but.
Okay.
It negates it. And my thing is, accountability works the same way. You don't get to say, oh, I did it, and shut it down without hearing the other party's response. Phil got ganged up on because every single time you asked myself a question, Rachel a question, Mark a question, he wanted to shut us down. Oh, I've owned it. They just want to bash me. Sir, we've never gotten to speak on what you said. You've been on every interview that would take you. You've been in every comment you could respond to. You've been on live. You've been on fake. You've been on whoever would hear you trying to do damage control. None of us have spoken on what you said.
And I was like, what? I mean, I don't get it. You know, I was big enough to make an apology. I would even been willing to sit down to make an apology if I said anything offensive. I would have. And I said that. I said that more than once. But everybody wants to hear what they want to hear. You know, and I guess when you're upset with a person, you don't want to hear it. And it's cool. It's cool with me. I'm cool with that. But if I'm making an effort, let me make the effort. Don't sit around and try to make it seem like I'm not trying to come, you know, forward, trying to apologize or trying to say something to you. If it's an effort, let it be an effort. But if you don't even want the effort, just tell me you don't want the effort and we'll shit.
But I just feel like what are we gonna do now about this situation to make sure like we're not rehashing any of this stuff.
I know what we can do.
Okay, so that's my
Not worry about it tonight and let's have a good time.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm here for that. Look, honestly,
Come on.
Honestly, let's just look.
Yeah, let's just have a good time.
Creative.
We are. We have everyone having a good time.
From 8:55, we create in the middle. Okay, and that's just what it is. If people have problems,
wipe the slate clean.
Slate clean. People have problems, let them have problems.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
I agree.
Okay? Drink to
All right,
that.
and I'll toast and drink to that.
Amen.
And
Amen.
purr.
Clank, clank.
Purr.
Clayton County, y'all make some noise. Clayton County in the building tonight. DeKalb County. Oh, I'm the only one in the hood. It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. So, any Summer Walker fans in the building tonight? Y'all heard the new album? Who going through it? Nobody? Oh, Badu. All right, so I'm gonna sing a piece of this song from the new album, and then I also have a single that's out right now on all streaming platforms called Voicemail. You can go get it. I'm going to sing a piece of that, but I'm also gonna do a piece of Unloyal. If y'all know it, feel free to jump in, and we're gonna sing it. It goes like this. Badu. All right, it goes like this. I ain't taking your shit today. Wait. Now turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor. Now your neighbor. Neighbor. I know y'all a little lifted, right? We're all lifted, right? We've been taken to church, and now we're lifted, right? So you're gonna look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, we're gonna sing this song whether it be on key or not. All right? Cool, here you go. It go like this. I ain't taking your shit today. No. I ain't taking your shit tomorrow. No. We can do this my way. So I ain't sticking, no, I ain't sticking around no more. Cause you just wanna play with my heart and I see you with that dude at the bar and you think I'm just gonna stand on by and let you waste my time. Oh, I am way too fine. I'm out. I guess I'm unloyal, baby. I guess I'm untrue. I guess I'm unloyal, baby. So call it what you want. I guess I'm unloyal, baby. I guess I'm untrue. I guess I'm unloyal, baby. So call it what you want. You think that I need you, oh you funny. Got my own money, so I'ma show you. Hey, you swear that I'll be lonely, but you don't know me. Yes, you don't know. You think that I need you, oh you funny. Got my own money. You swear that I'll be lonely. Yes, you don't know me. Yes, you don't know. So Voicemail is a song about being ghosted, right? Make some noise if you've been ghosted. Oh, okay, it's a few of us, so y'all can relate to this, right? So the hook, keep that going. Right there. Keys, follow me. We gonna go somewhere. Just follow me, we're gonna go somewhere. So the hook goes like this. It's real simple. Y'all can sing it too. It's real simple. It goes like this. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. And I know you ain't sleep. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. I know you saw me calling. I know you got my message. And I know you ain't sleep. Been blowing up your phone, but you ain't answering. No dial tone, straight to voicemail again. I text you this morning, don't run. It's 1 a.m. and still no response. I won't lie, you got me feeling real sour. There's no traffic, it's after rush hour. It's the weekend, I know you ain't working. Like a detective, I'm about to be searching. All on my nerves, I swear that you be hurting. All on your grandma, I'm about to be hurting. Cause you ain't that busy, you ain't that booked. Posting all over the gram and the book, so I know that you looked. Think I ain't see you double tap this and double tap that. You be all up on my story, but can't get it in the back. You still be scrolling up and scrolling up and scrolling up. And you keep scrolling down and scrolling down and scrolling down. Your phone is always in your hand, you never put it down. And you, that's how I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, and I know you ain't sweet. I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, I know this song is calling. I know you got my message, and I know you ain't. Margins of elimination getting strong. Intuition telling me you're somewhere that you don't belong. I know you ain't with family, y'all don't get along. I'ma pull up at your home. You'll swear God to everyone I did you wrong. When all you had to do is pick up the phone. Told you from the jump I ain't with it. All of the things that you say you can do it. Wanna be kicked, I ain't got that time for it. The other day, I was called, you would say, baby, how's your day? But today ain't the same. Every other word is you okay? Would it be with you, or would it be with somebody else, baby? You can tuck it there, first of all, let me say, I am not the one to sit around and be played. So prove yourself to me if I'm the one to blame. Why don't you say the thing? You said to me yesterday, I want you say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you if you ain't right. Say my name, say my name. You acting kind of. Say my name, say my name. If no one is around you, say baby I love you if you ain't running gang up, running gang up. This ain't really what I want to do, no. This ain't really what I want to do, no. Give me Usher, you make me wanna. You make me wanna. Yeah, you make me wanna. By Usher. This ain't a summer walk around, right? Now, I know all y'all should know this. I should've known better. Can't even pretend I don't want it again. On the brain all the time, thinking about the things that we did. You did something fresh like this don't happen too. I should've known better. Can't even pretend I don't want it again. On the brain all the time, thinking about the things that we did. You did something special like this don't happen too often. Loving the way you put it down. I don't want no one else around. Wanna take a step on the wild side, climbing all sides, telling no lies. When you look in my eyes, loving me nice and slow. You make me wanna leave the one away and start a new relationship with you. This is what you do. Thinking about a ring and nothing wrong till you get tired. Oh baby, you know what I want. You're the real one, I'm excited. Bring me up and get you out your window. I'm summertime pressure, put that and do it how I like it, baby. Alright. Bring me up and get you out your window. I'm summertime pressure, put that and do it how I like it, baby. This ain't what I really wanna do. I'll cut all the lawn for you. This ain't what I really wanna do. This ain't what I'm really used to. This ain't what I really wanna do. This ain't what I really wanna do. This ain't what I really wanna do. This ain't what I wanna do. I want you to come through. All right. Look, what did Barry White say? We got it together, baby. We got it together. All right, so we're gonna take a brief pause. We're gonna do a brief intermit.
So, you know, I had a conversation with Ray only because I didn't want to come into this new year with what happened last year.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to drag it into it. So I made the initiative to reach out and say, hey, let's have a conversation, let's talk about it.
So because I know you about to ask me why I'm irritated.
Yeah, because I saw that whole little interaction and it was like...
There was no interaction, which is what I wanted.
Well, that's the thing, like there was no interaction. Like
Right.
it was an energy that was just kind of like, okay.
You be acting, it's
between Phil and
It's
Trey.
the whole-
It was some tension there.
It's,
And I was
it,
like-
there was no tension. There was no
I'm
tension.
sorry, it was
What
not.
you experienced was, y'all just think I'm joking when I tell you I can walk in a room and never see a person.
I'm just not meeting these folks, and they already got some drama going on. I don't know what the hell I done got myself into. Because look, y'all already doing too much. Look what y'all got going on. But look, I'ma sit here and I'ma listen. Look, it's all about.
I just feel like I'm turning over new leaves, I'm elevating, I got stuff going on. So that was just something I really wanted to just bury the hatchet with. So we get to sitting down and we get to talking, and here we go again. It's the me. I'm the victim once again, because now, last year I was called middle-aged. This year I'm called, you know what the problem I have with you bloggers and you media people? I don't like that. Like, do you know the problem I have with you bloggers and you media people? I said I'm not a blogger. Well, you're in the media, aren't you? Yes, I'm in the media, but the way that you're saying is like we're beneath you because you're in the music industry.
Okay, so he called me a couple weeks ago. I'm at the gym.
Phil.
Yes, to invite me to go bowling with the group. So I'm like, all right, bet. Olive Branch extended, Olive Branch accepted. Let's go bowling. You know, let's have some fun. I even invited my trainer. Called my trainer. All right, no, I was still at the gym, so I was like, yo, like, you want to go bowling? He was like, all right, bet. So we gonna do that. He asked me to meet up for lunch. I say, okay, cool. You know, he was like, I just want to make sure we clear the air, da-da-da-da. So I'm just like, all right, let's have, right. Immediately, like, what we got to clear the air about now?
Yeah, because I was like, I thought y'all were good.
We were, as far as Mayday's party, we were there, we were straight, everything was kosher.
But your issue wasn't with him.
That night, no. You're right, we were fine that night. So I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking. I thought maybe he was gonna pull a you and ask me about the incident that happened at the party. I didn't know. So I get there, I'm hungry because I just got done working out. It's the first time I'm eating all fucking day. And you want to re-bring up what happened 2 years ago. He wants to talk about why he approached the group. Again, y'all weren't even in the group at the time. He wants to, why he approached the friend circle about me instead of this, that, and the other thing. And I'm just like, dude, I'm hungry. So, okay, you talk, I'm going to eat my food.
That was the thing. He kept on saying these people keep saying, I don't know who these outside people are, but he kept saying these people
are saying that I said he's clout chasing, and they perceive that I'm saying that he's clout chasing. I said, go back, where in there did I ever say that you were clout chasing, or did I ever use the word clout? I never used the word clout for you. When I said, I don't know if you're trying to use your Black Lives Matter concert as a way to get your music out there or what, it's because when no cameras were around, you pulled me to the side and you said, stay for the second segment.
My only thing here is that, and I told you this to your face, I don't like people sticking their noses in situations that don't concern them. You didn't have nothing to do with that. You ain't got no business going to talk to nobody about any tension that I got between me and nobody else. So that was my one thing. And the other thing is we had a whole friendship or acquaintanceship or whatever you want to call it before you stepped on this platform. So if you felt a way or you were curious about something, you could have come to me, the one that you actually know, as opposed to going to all these other people that you don't know to have a conversation and continue said conversation. And then the whole denying that he called me clout chasing behind my music, talking about you're using your music to promote, you're using Black Lives Matter to promote your music. Sir, that is the equivalent of a media personality saying that an artist is clout chasing using a platform like civil rights. I don't understand what part of your small ass brain don't comprehend that, but that's what is it. So I even tried it from that, like artist to media personality, and then he was like, oh, so I'm a blogger, I'm a media personality?
Anthony, wait, you have the show, right? No, I'm yeah, the show, correct?
On Instagram, right.
Right. Oh,
so you don't know what you do? You don't know what your official title is? So at this point, I'm getting irritated and you're raising your voice. And I've asked you more than once I'm speaking to you calmly. Let's return that same respect, okay? Because you're within arm's reach. Let's not do this here in these public establishment restaurants. Don't do that. So he continued to raise his voice. And I decided that at that moment, Phil, I'm going to disengage. I'm going to take my food to go and I'm going to leave.
Something about him is just, I get like a messy, not just messy, but I get like a sneak diss vibe every time
Yes.
But it's like a sneak diss. It's never like.
Let's just sweep it under the rug.
Yeah, I get like a
let
sneak
me
diss
make
vibe
you look
every time
bad, and then I'm gonna make myself look good.
And then I even approach him off camera. I even approach him off camera. I was like, I don't know what the issue is. I don't have a problem with you.
So do you see?
It was just the nonchalant,
right.
the sneak diss and the smirks, the looks and shit like that.
Well, do you see the first night when y'all interacted, how it went left so quickly?
Yeah, it was. I felt like he was waiting on a moment.
One comment to him.
I think he was waiting on a moment.
And it really wasn't a bad comment. I think he takes a lot of stuff out of context, and he puts it the way he wants. He moves it around the way he wants to move it into words. And instead of taking it as maybe something that you're just saying, he takes it as, oh, you're talking about me. Now I'm finna get on the defense mode. And then it's not fair to you because what did I say? What did I do? So he got up from the table. He said, I'm not doing this. I'm packing up all my food. I'm finna go. And I said, okay, bye.
Because if I stay here, this is gonna be bad for you. And I hate that for you. So I'm gonna disengage you. Okay? I'm gonna leave. So what you experienced was me disengaging. Because if I engage, I don't have nothing else to say.
So is he upset because you disengaged?
Fuck all that. You're not gonna raise your voice at me. I don't give a fuck what the content of the conversation is. I don't give a fuck if we're discussing whether or not Barney's invisible. You're not gonna raise your voice at me.
Well, we've established that, but I'm saying
that's where
today,
the crux. I don't know because I didn't care. I don't know because I didn't care. I didn't even look that direction. I spoke to Brandon because Brandon and I are cool. He apologized. We squashed that at Mayday's party, so that's a thing. We good. The rest of that, it's that whole wall Charles be putting in people's head on X-Men where they can't see behind me.
It's like close the curtain.
Because if I'm sitting in arm's reach of you and I'm yelling at you and I'm over talking you and I'm screaming at you, how are you gonna respond?
Oh, I'm gonna shut down.
For about 2.5.
Oh no, not even 2.5 because my head will start spinning
and then. So I put my head down and
I have shit to lose.
Yeah.
I have a brand.
So is there any way we might?
Nope.
No.
So I feel like you need to.
So let me just make it clear.
Because you're gonna go
Let me just make it clear.
Because
Pause. Hold on. Let me just make it clear. I've said this to production behind the scenes. I'm gonna say it to y'all. Don't nobody. I've been in this group for going on 4 years now. I ain't never not one time called somebody and said, let's sit down and have a ponderosa and air some shit out. We can discuss it in the moment when it happens, because that is what the fuck adults do. I don't need 3-4 days to process. I'm not dating you. I ain't in no relationship with you. You're not my child, so I don't need to calm down without beating the hell out of you. I don't need that. We can choose to have this conversation as adults in the moment, like Brandon and I did at Mayday's house, and squashed it, and we walked up and spoke like adults. Or you can leave that shit where it is. Don't nobody else call me about having no sit down with nobody about nothing. Nobody. So no, I don't want to engage with Phil, because if I engage with him, it's not going to be my words that's going to be engaging. It's going to be my hands. Because I've walked away from him on more than one occasion where all of y'all weren't even present. This whole raising of the voice, and baby, listen, if you want a Love and Hip Hop moment, I will give you one, but I'm going to beat your ass. You're not hearing what I'm saying. It's not, this ain't for no camera, this ain't for nothing. At the end of the day, I'm a grown man and you will respect me as such. I don't yell at nobody on this platform, especially not in your face. Now, I have yelled at folks, let's get it clear. Me and Devontae have screamed at each other. I'm not in your face within arm's reach of you, basically spitting on your top lip. I ain't cutting you off. I'm not doing none of that, because you don't do that up in somebody's face. That's mad disrespectful. I give respect, you will give it to me in return. That's it. So I said what I said. So wherever it was left at yesterday, it better stay dead. Because he better not say shit else to me about it.
I just think that's a lot.
I'm so serious. Don't say shit else to me.
Yeah, I think he was cool where he said he just wasn't gonna engage. Like when it takes all of that, like that's too much. Like just let it be.
How the hell do you bring me?
Like, yeah, if we can't even have a civil conversation,
because how the hell do you bring me on your show? Your fans done voted me to come co-host your talk show, and we've been at the Christmas party, and and then now you want to have. What the? I'm so fucking
What is
confused.
this karate that you doing like this? You know, I'm like, what is that? Like, I'm trying to.
Like, we went back there and we was up here, and I'm confused by that whole engagement. Like, you undid all of this to go back there. For what reason? I'm not doing all that.
Well, you paying it, you're not worried about it. You pay it, you're not worried about it.
Yeah, if you're not worried about it,
I want Hooters. That part.
You can do better than that.
Because what I won't do is fuck up a bag.
You can do better than that.
Behind a bitch with no car.
You went on interviews talking about me. You went in there and said you're not desperate enough to sleep with me and all this stuff. You tore me down. You said that I waited till episode 10 to have something going on. You went on blogs and put me in blogs.
So what you want to do at this point?
At this point, I'm just going.
What you want to do at this point?
He gonna walk in the room like he did earlier. And that's just how it's gonna be. You don't speak, I don't speak.
You healthy, right?
Yeah, I'm fine. My health is fine.
You still breathing?
I'm still breathing.
The money is still flowing?
Money still flows. And things are in my name.
You know what I'm saying? That part?
Yeah.
So, at the end of the day, as much as I like to hear you out. I mean, you cool people, I vibe with you. At the end of the day, I don't want to make this all just about Trey.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you got so much more going than just Trey.
Right.
Everybody has so much more going for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it just gets frustrating.
Season 1 was about this man. Most of season 2 was about this man. Let's not make season 3 about this man. If that man want to represent whatever he wants to represent, let that man represent it. But until he steps to somebody disrespectfully and does the utmost disrespect thing, I'm not gonna give this man my energy. But at the same point, like I said, with me, I can go left, I can go right. You know what I'm saying? But just steer your path clear that man. Make sure you get all your shit going good. Fuck that nigga. Like, first off, money still flowing. Hey, you want to go buy this nigga a crop top? You want to go shopping?
We can go buy him a crop top. I already bought some face.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.